Attention all shit, forgot the intercom.
Attention all passengers, this is your vocal pilot speaking. Please fasten your seatbelts as I
Bring you a new commentary and gameplay. This is some Battlefield 3 from myself and my co-pilot, just moments where I thought were enjoyable to watch as I talk about my random topic commentary of the week. This week's topic is going to be my history of gaming. I feel like this is going to be somewhat of an interactive topic because every one of us has one. Where you started, what was your favorite, least favorite, most time spent playing. I'll be going over all of that in this video with you guys, so my history of gaming. I started gaming myself about 4 years old on one of those old ass gray Nintendos, and if you were born in the early 90s or prior, you know what I'm talking about. It's one of those ones with the game trays that you have to blow on for 10 minutes before the game would actually work. The good old days, right? Anyway, it was called the NES, or Nintendo Entertainment System. But to be honest with you, the only game I can actually remember playing in my early childhood was Super Mario. When I really started gaming was when I was about 7 or 8, and that was on the Nintendo 64 console. Bomberman was the shit. Along with the occasional Pokemon Snap or Star Wars Pod Racer. You know what? I actually remember playing a lot of N64 now that I think of it, especially since I spent most of my days in a wheelchair at home board. And if you don't know that story, you can check out my best and my worst episode 1. So the N64 days ended for me when one Christmas I got a PlayStation. And I thought my Nintendo addiction was bad. This PlayStation actually had a screen attached to it, so I took it just about everywhere that I could plug it in. The main game I played on this was Spyro. You know the game with the purple dragon? Yeah, I spent countless hours on all the Spyro games collecting every last gem in the game until there was literally nothing to do. From this point, I'll jump into middle school. And middle school is when I really started getting into computer gaming. I know all of you have heard of it, and maybe some of you have played it, but I developed a crazy addiction for this game called RuneScape. I was so addicted to this game. I want to say it was the first online game that I got into. Then from RuneScape came Halo. Halo was one of the best for me, not really Halo 1, but Halo 2. In 7th or 8th grade, I got my Xbox, which I saved enough money to buy myself, and I got Xbox Live, and that was the birth of Vocal Pilot's competitive style gaming, for sure. I ended up getting a legit level 47 out of 50 in Halo 2, which if any of you have played it online, you know how difficult and irritating it gets past level 40. I got so into this game, I ended up playing in MLG Orlando 2006 for Vanity Gaming, which we ended up losing the first round, but it was one hell of an experience, and it's one I won't forget. Okay, so after Halo died down, I never really got into Halo 3, and I didn't end up getting my Xbox 360 until a few years after it came out, mainly because I started playing this game. You've all heard of it, World of Warcraft. I didn't play it as much in early high school, just casually, but by the end of high school, I was in one of the top raiding guilds in the world. Actually, number 52 to be exact. You see, I always play games and I look for a challenge. Always. And the main thing about this game that was challenging was raiding. However, the raid times were 5 days a week, 4 hours a night, and even with a part-time job, it ended up too much for me, so back to the Xbox I went. I gave up WoW, and that's when I started playing more Call of Duty. Then getting into editing and so on, now here I am playing multiple games and enjoying them by making commentaries over them for you guys. So yeah, again, I appreciate all of it. But out of my whole history, I would have to say my favorite was Halo 2. I definitely spent the most time on WoW, but I had the most fun on Halo. So tell me guys, what is your favorite game of all time? Thanks for tuning in. This has been your Vocal Pilot,
and I'm out.